It's that time again, people. Another Monday. It's been great. It's been great. Thank you for asking. How's yours been? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to My Honest Take. This is the only podcast that matters and the only pod you'll ever need. Thank you for allowing me to be a part of your day. I am truly, truly blessed and truly, truly thankful for everyone who has been tuning in to our favorite day of the week. Every single Monday, tuning into the podcast. It's been a ride. Definitely has. Definitely seen our ups and lows, highs and lows, I should have said. Ups and downs. It's been great. It's been great being able to truly give you guys a podcast that's, memorable, that gives you, your laughs, that gives you your knowledge, that gives you, someone else's point of view and opinion on something, being able to enjoy this podcast with everybody. That's what I'm here to deliver for you. So, like I said, we have reached our 1,000 download mark. I don't believe actually I've said it, but if I did, yeah, you already know. But if I didn't, yes, we'd have 1,000 total downloads now on the podcast. It's been great. It's been amazing. Like I said, give you guys a pat on the back because you've been sharing, subscribing, rating, liking. It's been definitely holding out. Helping out, I should say. So, I definitely want to be able to do something for you guys to show you how much I am listening to the community and definitely willing to take the feedback that you're giving me, So I want to be able to do something that you guys will enjoy and like. So trust me, that is coming soon. That is definitely coming soon. So without any other further introduction, let's get into the show. So this podcast today is gonna be more not usually, usually we do news, right? Like cover all the news for music, sports, all that. It's gonna be more couple statements and opinions on those statements, mixed with a little bit of facts and things like that. Mostly sports, some music in there, but we're gonna start off first with the big reason why I want to do this podcast. All right, I want to try to make sure I don't go too in depth on this, but I need to make sure we get this said. So, if you do not know, I do have a YouTube channel as well. I do promote it all into the description of each and every single podcast. So you could definitely check me out there. You can email the business email if you want to do any type of collaborations or anything that would like to be promoted. We can always talk business there. But on this YouTube channel, I definitely do reactions, the most of, right? All different type of musics and things like that that's happening. Now, I ended up posting a Kendrick Lamar reaction video, right? And feedback was overwhelmingly positive, so shout out to everybody who's been tuning into that. But there has been a lot of negative comments around a particular part in that song, right? Where Kendrick, right? And it's a song Not Like Us, right? Okay. And y'all heard me talk about this song plenty of times during the beef. But in that song, he ends up saying, like, let me take you back, we were still slaves, chains, things like that. And me being funny, being the goofball I am, I pause the video and I say, hey, look, Kendrick, come on, man. I already been to school, man. I ain't trying to learn all this. I laugh a little bit. I say, no, for real. Come on, Kendrick. But I play it and I go back and I listen to that part in its entirety. You hear me in the video. Okay, yeah. All right, cool. So I break down the story for you. Now, the reason I'm breaking this down is the comments. Yo, you're not, you don't understand. Sit your ass down. You too young. You're not. You definitely lost a viewer. I can't respect you no more. Da 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 da. Okay. So, here's where it's time to burst the bubble of people who show negativity. First off, for the people who are dealing with any type of negative hate or negative comments, keep in mind those are words. They can say anything they want to you. If they're not really affecting your pockets, if they're not really affecting your true happiness, those words are just words. So it didn't bother me, but it did kind of make me feel like, so you're just judging me not knowing who I am. So you could say in a sense, yeah, it did bother me. Because the one thing that made me laugh the most, right? Because it didn't affect me in a way of I'm upset. But it made me confused because people saying, you need a lot to learn. You don't learn nothing, da-da-da. It makes me wonder. Most of them in their PFP, their profile picture, pretty sure it was black, right? It makes me wonder, what have you done for your community for you to say that? And this is what brings us into the topic of, like I've always said, people throw race around so hard, and people always want to be so hard on each other when they don't know the facts, when they don't know the truth, right? So if we start with simple things, right? Simple things. Black Lives Matter, right? If you were a person who said you didn't support Black Lives Matter, people thought you were just racist. People said, oh, you don't, da-da-da-da-da, you this and that. Then turns out Black Lives Matter was a scam. So then people say, okay, wait a minute now, and try to make excuses. You see what I'm saying? And try to make people feel like, no, well, hold on, let's support them still. No, that's your problem. And Black Lives Matter was what? Founded or created or funded by a white person? What are we talking about? So throw that away. You know what I'm saying? Throw that away. All right, well, then the biggest one, well, black people were slaves. You know what I'm saying? I can't stand it, da-da-da. Let's stop right there. People always want to throw that, we were slaves. No. Don't say we. Don't say we. I'm Haitian. I was free. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Haiti freed themselves. But if you want to be more serious, and a serious note, you do realize everybody was a slave, right? So for black people to constantly say we were slaves, everybody was a slave. Yes, including white people. Whites, Hispanics, blacks, Chinese, Japanese, everybody was once a slave. Okay? So let's stop there. Let's keep it going. You keep saying we. No. Listen to me, Timmy. Lil Johnny. You were not a slave. You were not. Your ancestors might have been. Yes. So that's disrespectful for you to say we were slaves. No, you were not. Your ancestor was. You never got to experience that. Thankfully, right? You never experienced what they had to go through. So you're not going to hear me say, bro, I hate the fact that we were enslaved, man. No, I'm not going to say that because I don't know what it feels. I don't know how it feels. I get it's my culture. Trust me, I get it's my culture. But I can't say I feel your pain when I've never felt it. It's just like when someone says, like, yo, I lost my mom, but you have both parents. You can't say I feel your pain. You've never lost your mom. Now you can say you could relate because you lost someone, but you can't say you feel their pain because their pain is going to be different. Okay? So you can't say that, And like I said, those people who you got to sit down and listen, you need to learn your stuff. Like I said, I know more than your average typical person. If you listen to my podcast, you will know, yo, he's funny, he's a goofball, but he knows how to articulate his words very well. He knows how to sound like professional. He knows how to make sure he gets his point across. Because one thing that's universal in the world is respect, right? It's respect. But when you comment on things like that, you just automatically are trying to disrespect and to try to make someone feel less of what they are, instead of educating the person on there. There's so many ways to come about that. I see you trying to be funny, you know what I'm saying? But hey, just pay attention, maybe he was dropping some gems for you. Cool. You say it like that, I'm cool. But when you show that disrespectful side, you are feeding into the stigma of what they say black people is and are. People who are ignorant, people who are rude, belligerent, people who just disrespect each other, you know? So it makes no sense that we could sit here and say, yo, pay attention, you're so ignorant, can't believe you were doing that. You're ignorant as well for saying that, because you don't even know. You just judged off of what you heard first off, and didn't even know who I was. You didn't even know what, you know what I'm saying? So I say it to say this, people, because this ain't really a venting session or a ranting session. It's just, when I see, I won't even call it stupidity, but when I see idiocracy, you know, and things that just don't make sense, I have to call it out. You know, it makes no sense. But the thing is, we don't argue back. That's not the stigma I want to be put on me. I don't want people to go to my YouTube and show dislike comments or, you know, dislike my video, that me get mad and cuss you out. Nah, I'm going to still show you respect. Hey, I appreciate you. I appreciate the feedback. Got you. Because what can you say to that? You want me to go off on you. I'm not going to. That's a waste of time. And it's going to show me out of character. That's not my character. But I think that I wanted to see that because it really states my fact. Like I've said in way previous podcasts, everybody always wants to throw race into everything. Everybody always wants to feel like you need to know your stuff and know your history about black people. Matter of fact, scratch that. More than half of the African American community do not truly know their culture. Do not truly know about black people. And don't tell me and sit there that you do when you don't. You know what I'm saying? Don't tell me that. You know, because it could be simple things that some people might not know. Did you know an African American invented peanut butter? Did you know African American female created this? Did you know African American created that? There'll be little things like that that you will not know. But because you're black, you want to try to make sure everybody knows. That's the one thing black people truly take so serious is slavery. And they try to hate on anybody who just makes a joke about it or anything like that. Right? But people can make jokes about 9/11. People can make jokes about the Holocaust. People can make jokes about Hiroshima. People can make jokes about rape, child neglect, abuse. But when it comes to slavery, oh, if you're black, y'all don't do that. Don't do that. You have to, nobody knows how to pick their poison or pick their battles. And I already know I might get some people that's going to hate on this one, but I'm speaking the truth. And the thing is, people get mad when you do speak the truth. Because when it's a lie, people won't care. Because what you need to do is tell people what they need to hear rather than what they want to hear. Listen to what I just said. In order to get through to people, you have to tell them what they need to hear rather than what they want to hear. That's our biggest problem as a society. Our biggest problem. Everybody thinks they know it all. From blacks to whites to the LGBTQ plus community. I want to be politically correct when it comes to that because, as everybody knows, you cannot talk about them. You cannot. Some states is hate crimes. And other ways you could get, they're the one community that can't get you canceled at this point. So I want to be politically correct. But from all facets of life, ages, generations, everybody thinks they're right. And when they're wrong, they want to try to belittle you or try to prove that they're right. It's okay to be wrong. It's okay for someone to make you feel stupid and lack of terms. It's okay for someone to look at you and say, hey, actually, you don't know. Actually, let me tell you something. Actually, I think you're looking at it the wrong way. You know? So, I wanted to at least just speak that into the air. And if you do want to go check out that, please go check it out on my YouTube channel, Quincy Q2K. I got all the reactions on there from all the disses that's been going on, from Drake to Kendrick to The Game and Rick Ross now to Soulja Boy and 21. What's going on? It's going to be a hot summer. The diss tracks are flying off the shelves. This is like, what's happening? I told y'all it's a civil war. We're watching Avengers Endgame now. This is crazy. Everybody's getting dissed left and right. Drake is Thanos at this point. Drake is Thanos. Kendrick Lamar was Iron Man. But in this version, he didn't die. And that's not a spoiler because this came out about 10 years ago, it felt like. So. But yeah, man, I don't know what's going on with the rap game no more. But I like it. This diss tracks left and right. I love it. I'm telling you, I love it. Ice Spice dropped her song. I know everybody was on that, but everybody was hating it. She did the remix, Give Me a Light. It was the New York flair on it was cool, but here's the problem with Ice. She's like most other female rappers, and this is no disrespect. And the reason I say that is because that shit gonna sell, regardless of what I say, regardless of what you think, it's gonna sell and make them money. But like most of these female rappers, they have a really, really high sex appeal, so they're gonna feed into that because they know you. I'm talking to you, Roger. You're gonna empty your pockets. You're going to share it everywhere. You're going to like. You're going to subscribe. You're going to do all that and boost their views up. You know what I'm saying? So in that video, I ain't gonna lie, it was a lot of damn. Ice Spice got an ass. All right, let's just keep it real. But that's what people are gonna eat up nonstop. Think about it. Me, I ain't gonna lie. I stopped the video like 20 seconds in. I didn't like the song. Probably 10 seconds in. I didn't give a damn about the ass or not. I was done. I didn't want to hear it no more. But I'm just that minority. There's probably 10 other people who went through just for that. There's probably 5 people who went just for the song. There's probably 2 people who really just support Ice Spice. You know what I'm saying? But she dropped her song. It was cool. Megan Thee Stallion dropped her song Boa. She had a song called Cobra. Now she's doing the thing with the snake. Is it because she's a snake? I don't know. Tory, hey, free Tory. Anyway, but no, I see what she's trying to. I think she's feeding into people calling her a snake. So she's trying to fit that image and troll a little bit. That's what I think it is. Because she also had the song Hiss. So I think that's really what's going on. Met Gala happened. I honestly think the Met Gala is trash like always. And the reason why I say that is because fashion is fashion. First off, is very, very opinionated. But I think fashion has become a statement of money instead of the actual fashion. If you're wearing something that's expensive and looks expensive, that's fashion. Rather than my guy who got clowned at the, what was it, the churches, Popeyes, wherever it was. He had the LRG fit on. You know what I'm saying? Instead of just having your simple fit, your J's on, your New Balance, your Crocs, your loafers, moccasins, you know what I'm saying, Asics. Instead of having that on, nice little ripped jeans or whatever, nice little shirt, everything matches, color coordinated, nice hat, watch, you're looking good. But if I come through with a Gucci sweatshirt, or matter of fact, a Gucci tracksuit with the Gucci bag, that's fashion. You see what I'm saying? But the Met Gala is always supposed to be that high-end luxury clothes, who has the most the heart-stopping, eye-catching, jaw-dropping outfit. We already know what it is. But I don't really care for it. Like I said, I never really do. But it's interesting to just see how the fashion does change and evolve. I feel like one person should go in your basic outfit to see what happens. Let's see what happens. I think it'll be interesting, in my humble opinion. But what else has been happening? I told you it wasn't really that much news that's been going off too crazy. Streamer by the name of Vitaly's been catching predators on Twitch. That's interesting. And I believe these are real life predators. That's kind of, I feel like a lot of people though are trying to catch predators now. Like a lot of setups. And I do not sign with pedophiles at all. We don't co-sign with them at all. Okay. Everybody knows if you're a predator and it was, a kid or something like that, oh, jail's rough for you, boy. you that's punishment worse than death. Everybody knows that. But the reason I said it is because why do y'all keep falling for it? Like, damn. Y'all niggas is that horny? Y'all fall for this shit every time. Now, of course, there were some fake ones for people to get the views and the clout. But the real ones, it's like, damn. Y'all fall for that shit every damn time. It leaves me shocked. Because, oh, she texted me, said she wanted a cupcake. Oh, she texted me, said meet her here, her parents left. Nigga, get the fuck. Oh, you make me sick. Y'all make me sick. But yeah, man, they're starting to do that. I don't think it's a trend, but it is interesting that we're starting to see this a lot after the Kendrick, allegations on Drake calling him a predator. And that is interesting. After that happened, I've been seeing it everywhere now. I'm just saying. Kendrick got power. But hey, this is the society we live in. And the reason I say that too is because YouTube, I was talking about them, but if you are a female, I recommend you start doing YouTube now. If you would like to get famous, get views, and get paid. Reason why I say that. There's a thing on YouTube called transparent try-ons. And it is where the lady will get transparent clothes that you can see her vagina and see her titties. And if she puts that disclaimer in the beginning, this is for educational purposes to show how clothes fits and looks. And this is not supposed to be taken in any sexual manner, everything like that. She is allowed to post that video on YouTube. As we know, YouTube is very strict about those things. But the fact that a female could do this shows just how important and powerful a female really is. Y'all are the most powerful beings in the damn universe. Because you have a power that nobody else has. Number one, y'all can give birth. You can keep life on the planet moving. That's number one. So shout out to the women. But number two, y'all have stuff that men love. And that's a sex appeal. Y'all got titties, a vagina, and ass. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got the Three Musketeers. You know what I'm saying? So that try-on haul, listen to me. Females, if you want to get famous now, do it. The views on there are stupid. The subscribers are stupid. I'm telling you. But it is interesting that YouTube left it on the platform, though. It is interesting. So we're going to see if they constantly keep leaving it on there. But I think it's going to be on there for a while. So it is interesting just to see that, though. It is very, very interesting. So I will say, females, if TikTok gets banned, all the pornographic websites get banned because they are starting to put a ban on these, YouTube's going to be your only option. Well, that and OnlyFans, because I don't think they'll be able to ban OnlyFans because you have people who don't do content like that. So I believe OnlyFans is going to stay. And plus, OnlyFans, you need an account, make sure you're of age and all that, I believe. So it is interesting. So But, people, you know what we came here for. What's going on with the sports world, man? So the Hawks got the number 1 pick. Is Bronny going to be number 1 pick? No. Doubt it. Is Trae Young going to stay on the Hawks? No. Doubt it. Lakers are the candidate to get him. We're going to see if the Lakers do get that person and Trae Young that is going to show up. Not that person and Trae Young who just sits at home and is just trash. You know what I'm saying? So that's looking interesting. When you look at the playoffs, the Nuggets got back in that ass. Shout out Denver. The series is tied 2-2 against Minnesota. Anthony Edwards did his thing. He definitely showed up. But Cat and Rudy, that's a different story. So we have to pay attention to them. Celtics is up 2-1 against the Cavs. Made sense. I'm not going to lie to you. So, I mean, playoffs is looking good so far. Players are definitely they're looking pretty great. We just got to see who's going to win this cup, because at this point, I don't even know who's going to win this championship. It's rare to see now. Like, usually you can call it and say, yeah, they're going to win. At this point, I don't even know who's going to win this one. It's a toss-up for me. That's a toss-up. But speaking of sports still, let's talk about the other one, football. We got the football game. NCAA college football is back. They released the screenshots. They released the cover athletes. Travis Hunter was on there. I'm getting it. Now, they are saying 2 years, 2025. They are saying that. I feel like, bruh, 2025, I need it. I need the game. Just know that. I just need it, okay? But shout out to everybody in college football. If you did put your likeness in the game, you know what I'm saying, now that you are able to get paid, definitely going to be racking up some money. I will say that. So that is interesting, and that is huge for them. So definitely applaud the college people for that. Okay. But, I mean, there's really nothing too crazy to talk about, man. Like I said, it wasn't too much. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my boy Tory. You know, free him. You know, he sided with Drake, of course. They can't, Canadians. They're going to stick together. They're going to ride together and die together. But, hey, shout out to Tory, man. Hey, hope you come home soon. Megan, shout out to you. Good performance on your song. Ice Spice to you as well. Hey, and shout out to everybody who's been commenting, like I said, like and subscribing on my YouTube. I got another reaction going up today as well, around the same time as the podcast. So you got 2 things to peep. So I do appreciate all that. But I do want to just take my time to really say thank you again. You know, from the top to the bottom of my heart, without you guys, I wouldn't be as successful or doing what I love now without you guys. So I know it's going to be cool to go back and look back on this and say, wow, that was bad. Or, yo, that was cringy. And then look at it like, well, look at me now. You know what I'm saying? This is where we're at. So I do appreciate each and every single one of you. I want you to enjoy the rest of your day or night. Continue to live your life to the fullest with a smile. Respect yourself and love yourself. My name is Corsair. You've been listening to My Honest Take.